Hey YouTube, today's topic is about getting into shape. Um, the best way to get into shape is to play your way into shape because basketball is a change of pace game and no amount of running sprints and doing a mile jog is gonna simulate what it's gonna be like in a game because the game goes from like 100 to 50 to 70 to 30% to back to like 50 back to 75. Like it's that kind of game, so you kind of have to, play. If you play your way into shape, like you'll understand how to, like, endure what is going on. So yeah, that's one way of getting into shape. Another way of getting into shape is like doing interval training. My coach in the States used to make us do this. Like he would get us like on the football pitch and like we'd be like in the box area, right? And we'd have to sprint from that box area to the opposite one. And like we had like maybe like 15 seconds to get down to the other side, something like that. Something crazy like that. And then we'd have like 20 seconds to get back or 25 seconds to get back. I can't remember the exact number. But like that's what he would make us do constantly for like 10 reps, and then he'd give us a break and then make us go again. So it is what it is, man. That's another way of like getting into shape. Make rules for yourself. Like, okay, when I'm playing in a scrimmage, I'm gonna, whenever like my teammate scores or I score on offense, I'm gonna press on defense the whole entire time. Even if you don't score, like just press the entire time during the scrimmage. Like whoever you're supposed to be guarding, make sure you're up on him. Like make sure you're right there with him. So that's another way of getting into shape. The last thing I'm gonna say about getting into shape is like when like you're just so exhausted, make it a rule that like whenever it's a fast break, you at least make it across half court. That's a rule that my coach also used to make us do. Like he used to be like, okay, on a fast break, you have to make it to half court at least for in order for the bucket to count. So just make that a rule for yourself. So it makes it harder on yourself, but then in the long run, it's gonna help. Like, don't get me wrong, running like a jog, like running a jog, um, doing a mile run and stuff is good. That's more for like endurance, but like uh, basketball is a game of like you sprint for 1 minute, like you sprint for like a good 2 to 3 minutes, and then like you'll like jog, and then you'll sprint again, and then jog, and then there'll be like a stop because somebody got fouled or the ball went out of bounds or whatever. So it's one of those kind of games. So like you can't really just think like, oh, I'm gonna do a mile run, and that's okay, or 2 miles runs, like that'll help. That'll help with like your endurance in the fourth quarter. That's what the mile runs for, like the overall game. But like in terms of like getting into basketball shape, you need to be running up and down, and like depending on what level you're playing at too, because like the speed of the game becomes way more quicker the higher level you get up into. So yeah, that's another thing. That's why I say play your way into shape. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.